Hello, everyone, and welcome. So, today's live stream, I'm going to be covering some Degen picks, picks that I believe will do very well. But first of all, let us define what I'm going to call a Degen crypto. And why am I, making this video today? Why am I letting you know about a Degen portfolio when I could have been sharing it with just my patrons instead? So, I would like, first of all, to look at the markets, answer some questions, and then let you know some of my Degen picks, projects I believe will do very well in the long term. However, the definition of a Degen pick is very important. And for me, there's just one keyword with what I will call a Degen crypto, and that's risk. So, having a Degen pick in your crypto portfolio is extremely subjective. For some people, investing in anything that other than a high cap is a Degen pick. So, having investments into mid caps or low caps, they'll say you have a Degen portfolio. But for some people, they'll look at anything less than $1 million as a Degen pick. So the Degen portfolio is mainly subjective to the amount of risk you are willing to take. Now, my channel, I've been able to grow an audience that can expect some caliber of projects from me and some level of risk that I don't take. So the Degen portfolio I'm going to share with you today is going to ignore some of the safety measures I take when looking at a project, and I'm going to be a little bit more risky. So that's what I'm going to call a Degen portfolio, a group of projects that have some of these high levels of risk that can give you potential for good returns, but it's not something that is safe per se because it has some issues. And there are several projects, some of which, like Film Creep, for example, they started out good, but for me, it moves on to the Degen category right now because it just has too much red flags for me right now to hold on for the long term. So that's the nature of the crypto space. Some projects become more Degen with time, some become more utility driven with time. And now, based on that, based on my definition of a Degen play, and based on my definition of what a Degen crypto can be, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 crypto projects that have high risk, but at the same time, they are not just stupid kinds of risk. They are calculated risk projects that I think will do well in the long term. And before that, let's take a quick look at the market and how Bitcoin has been behaving. And this is one of the reasons why it's good not to panic too much in the crypto space. Right now, Bitcoin is tends to be recovering well. Litecoin in particular is quite impressive. I get a lot of hits for talking about Litecoin, but right now we can see Litecoin having some good amount of gains, 9% on the 7 day and 6% gains in 24 hours. That's good to see. And I think, it's nice to always DCA on dips. For me, that makes more sense than, panicking and selling at losses. So let's move straight to it. What are the DGen picks? What are the crypto projects that I'm picking today and sharing with you that I believe, has some good, has potential for a good play, even though there are some risky components to it that I'm concerned about. And the first project is LOKR. Now, this project, I honestly don't know why I haven't, covered it more or made buy alerts on it, and I'm holding back because of the tokenomics issue. However, LOKR seems to be a great project, and it's a micro cap that is sitting at less than 500k, 361,000 in market cap. So, what does this project aim to do, and why is it the first pick for my Degen portfolio? Well, this project isn't just a random pick of mine. It's a very interesting one, and one of the issues I face with it that tends to give it a little bit of risk is the adoption and the competition. Not everybody is looking for the next bridging solution and stuff like that. However, LOKR is very good in what it aims to do, and the idea is excellent. LOKR has a suite of blockchain tools, and is solving several problems using just one platform. I like the fact that they have strong interoperability on this project, and they are answering a lot of issues, especially with regards trust and adoption in crypto. So you can see here that LKR, one of the major issues is token vestings and unlock. So LOKR is able to solve that problem by being a third party and in between, so you don't necessarily have to trust you don't necessarily have to trust whatever projects you are intending to invest into immediately. As long as you move through them, they're like a trusted third party in this trustless space of crypto. So that's one problem that they aim to solve. There's also the simplicity and adoption of cryptocurrencies. So I think this project has a lot of potential, even though the adoption might not be um, the first thing. The fact that there's so much chain, they have a lot of focus on interoperability. Look at the ecosystem that they are building around it. I think that's very interesting. You can do a lot of staking, farming, you can do some kind of analysis using their suite of tools. I think this project is definitely a good one that you should pay close attention to. So LOKR is going to be my first pick. Is within the Degen play aspect, because there's not much talk around it, there's not much popularity. But if you look at the charts, if you look at the all-time low, this project is about 62% up from its all-time low. So it's very close to the bottom and is 99% down from its all-time high. The risk to reward ratio is, something that is looks favorable for an investor. There's a lot of upside potential, especially for what they are doing. And while there are many meme coins out there, coins that don't do much, this project seems to do better than others in terms of utility. You can find it on Ethereum, Uniswap, Gate.io, Ascendix, and yeah, I'm not sure about La Token. I've never heard about that exchange before, but this is a project that I certainly was considering. 38% in circulation and 360,000 in market cap. So one of the reasons why I think this project has a bit of a risk, why is in the Degen play, many times it's often has to do with the tokenomics, and you see a couple of whales there, and you begin to worry whether or not these people can sell and drop the price, dump on you. But I really think the positives outweigh the negatives for this project. They have an open and docs team, and the idea is good. The platform is working. Right now on their website, you'd see the mainnet is live. The vault has a live mainnet. The swapping aspect is in development, and the minting part of it as a testnet. So you can create your own tokens easily. You can bridge. You have tools that you can use um, for investing in the space and tracking the markets. Lots of interesting parts, and the utility for the token too is there. I mean, you use the tokens to access the platform and all of these features. So I think this makes a very good first pick. I think LOKR definitely is worth considering. And if you're going to put this kind of degen play in your portfolio, I think the best approach for degen picks is just to invest an amount you're comfortable losing. That's my idea with a degen portfolio. I mean, if I have a degen portfolio, it's going to be around $500 to $1,000, and I'll just allocate some funds and then just forget about it. So the projects I pick and put in my degen play, I think they are all good projects, and I'm just taking a risk of that I'm willing to lose everything. And that's the idea of a degen portfolio, having a portfolio that you're ready for it to go down to zero. So LOKR has less risk compared to many of the other projects I will cover. And if you look at their Twitter as well, they're active. So this is a DGen play, but for many people, they're like, SSM, bro, what are you talking about? There are riskier projects out there that can be called a DGen play. And yeah, I agree with you. So let's take a little bit more risk now, shall we? And go to the next project. And this is a project I've covered only once on my channel, and that's the Carbon browser. Now, there's a lot to love about the Carbon browser. I mean, you can find it on Play Store. You can see their GitHub activity. You can get it on Apple Store. You can get it on Google Play as well. And this is a direct competitor to Mask, right? They also have their dApps. They have DVPN. They've got Tor. So there's privacy. There's security. Why am I adding it to the DGen play? Well, the tokenomics are awful. So I think this is a project that has a lot of potential if you are willing to take that risk of inflation, because they've got about 15% in circulation, but it's still a good project nonetheless. The product is good, is a great idea, but the execution right now is not too good. About 15% in circulation, $3 million in market cap. So you see, LOKR has about 300K in market cap. This one has a higher market cap, but I still put it in the Degen play, because for me, what category I would make a project a Degen play is the amount of risk you are willing to take. And having 15% in circulation is certainly risky for a project that is at $3 million in market cap. So not too good tokenomics, but a great idea. Good exchanges that is listed on Gates.io, KuCoin, PancakeSwap, and a good narrative, a good idea, because I'm bullish on decentralized browsing, and Mask is my favorite project with this regards. It's got 75%, but Mask is not a DGen play. This live stream is about DGen plays, right? So I think Carbon Browser is certainly a good competitor within the space. And speaking of competition, they happily talk about their competition. Something I like to see in a project. Why should you pick the Carbon Browser over Brave, over Chrome, over Opera? Well, they put a lot of factors there: better speeds, free aspects to it regarding VPN and the Tor, blocking ads and many others like that. So I think this project is a good one. Is a good pick for a degen play. There's certainly some risk to it, and you should, if you are interested in this project, you should go forward knowing that you are taking this risk. So Carbon Browser is my second play for the degen portfolio. I still think there's potential for good returns, but some risks as well. And now we're going to go even deeper into this degen pit hole and talk about a gaming project. And I really like this gaming project. There's a lot I like about it, and that's Nineko, right? Nineko is a good looking gaming platform, but the main reason why I like it is the community. And having community within behind the crypto projects is bullish. The reason why I say this is a lot of community brings hype, brings eyes on the project, and drives hype. And this crypto space is so emotionally driven, is so emotionally charged, that a good project without a good community won't do well, but a bad project and a good community will do well. That's just how the crypto space is. So Nineko is a good project with a good community. 295K in market cap. So why is it within my DJ play category? I mean, I like the idea. I like the community. The gameplay too looks nice. Is neat. If you check their Twitter, they host competitions. It's fun. Everybody's so excited about it. Well, it's going to be, the poison that affects a lot of projects when I'm looking into it, and that's the tokenomics. I looked into the amount of holders in the projects, and when I checked it, even though they've got like over 50% in circulation, there are about two wallets that have 7%, and it's an open wallet. So that's a risk. And if you're going to hold this project because it's a low market cap, and it can't be that bad, right? It's just about 2x up from its all-time low. So there's a lot of potential for growth. Well, I just like to worry a little bit about what those whales will do once this project starts to get like 10x or 100x. Maybe they are team members, maybe they are devs. I don't know. I might look deeper into it. But it's a good looking project, good community, good gameplay, active, and all of those things I like to see in a project. Just the couple of wheels that are in it, that is the risk you are taking with this project. So before moving forward, I'm going to quickly address some comments, and I'll move on to about three more crypto picks that I'm adding to my Degen portfolio. Rusmita, is always nice to see you. Lorenzo, the first comments, I appreciate you. And once I'm done with my Degen portfolio, I'm going to address these comments because it's the first comments asking me to address something. So, guys, if you don't like me to address your comments, be sure to turn on the notification bell as well as subscribing. Right, you can't turn on notification bell if you don't subscribe, but yeah, you get what I mean. So yeah, I'm going to move on to the next project. Yeah, I'm going to answer this comment as well and say yes, I yes. So the next project, these are projects that I've actually covered before, but they are beginning to the price action is not too good. And the first one is broccoli. So I'm going to take full responsibility and say I made videos about broccoli at prices that were higher than it is right now. The first video I made about on broccoli was about 0.02. So about how many percent down? It's a bit low, about 20% down from when I first covered broccoli. I'm still bullish on broccoli. However, there seems to be this issue of I like the idea, I believe in the long-term potential, but I'll add it to a Degen to the Degen play because it seems to be losing favor with the market. It's losing favor with the community. Perhaps it's because people don't see the need for a green project. I mean, there are about only three projects that are focusing on green: Energy Web Token, Broccoli, and maybe Dion. So that doesn't seem this narrative doesn't seem to be something people are excited about. But I still think Broccoli has a lot of upside potential because I believe adoption within the crypto space is key is very important if we're able to address energy concerns. The White House, Tesla, many people within the crypto space are not able to adopt it because they feel like crypto is bad for the environment. And broccoli solves that problem. So I'm bullish on broccoli. I'm bullish on the idea of broccoli because it's a great blockchain tool that allows people to enjoy, that allows other projects as well as people within the space to enjoy the crypto space while positively impacting to the environment. So broccoli is definitely a project that I think has a lot of good long-term potential. Is less than $1 million in market cap, 727K thousand in market cap. However, it's not performing well price wise. It's about three close to 3x up from its all-time low. Personally, I think there's a lot of upside potential compared to downside with the broccoli project because this project is not just all talk. They are doing things out there that we can see and verify for ourselves, and they also make this idea of going green decentralized. One of the problems with the the World Economic Forum, and big wigs telling us not to burn coal and stuff like that is the hypocrisy is just too much. You can't fly around in private jets and emit more greenhouse gases in one meeting compared to an entire village in a decade and then tell that village not to use coal. That's hypocritical. So Broccoli Network gives people this right to be able to vote on how they would like to see their funds being used for climate impact, and this making the idea of going green decentralized. I'm bullish on that as well because it makes more sense for people who are living in this world on average, like an average person, to be able to determine how energy concerns should be addressed, not rich people that that have no idea what it's like to live on certain conditions. So the blockchain making this idea decentralized is also something that I'm bullish on, and I think Broccoli is a good DGen play regarding that. So the reason why Broccoli is a DGen play right now is not because I'm not bullish on the idea. It's just because the market's favor isn't really with it right now. But I'm certainly bullish on it, and I think it has 100x potential. And I think this is a project that will aid adoption within the crypto space. So the next DGen play is another one that I covered, but I'm still bullish on because I understand the importance of diversifying your portfolio, and this is within the music sector, something that can easily blow when it comes to the crypto space when we have celebs talking about it, and that's the Hustle Project. Now, Hustle Project is adding NFT usefulness with metaverse functionality, and I think that's quite interesting. Now, imagine your favorite artist, having a concert that you can enjoy with your own NFT avatars and they interact with you directly without any third parties. Imagine meeting other people in the NFT metaverse. So the metaverse might still be early for a lot of aspects in crypto, but hustle projects taking this initiative and moving in quickly, having the metaverse where people can interact with themselves and their favorite artists is actually pretty good. And I think that's impressive. This is a project that has music listed on it right now with NFTs. And I think that's good. They've also got gaming, they've also got, other aspects to just make the platform more exciting and more interesting. So it's got good unique selling points, a dogs team, good amount of partnerships and investments. However, the price action too is not too bad, to be honest. I still think 71% up from its all-time low. You're getting in early, on a market that can easily explode in just a moment. So this is another great Degen play. It's got its risk because people can just not want to invest in it, but I still think it's a very good project for the long term. It's got about 24% in circulation, so the tokenomics are not so good, but much more better than Carbon Browser in my opinion. And just what's the market cap like again? It's got just 320k in market cap, so less than 500k market cap. Definitely a project that I think has a lot of long-term potential for what they are doing. And the next project, and you guys are going to ask you to forgive me for this. The next project is a meme coin. Yes, SSM is going to call a meme coin when is an advocate for. I mean, I'm like in the gem hunters, I don't think there's anyone that hates meme coins as much as I do. So yeah, the next project that I'm going to add to my DGen play is a meme coin. But before I talk about before I talk about the meme coin I'm going to add to my DGen portfolio, why am I adding it, and what should you look out for when, if at all, you want to add a meme coin? Well, first of all, you can't really have a DGen portfolio if you don't have a meme coin within it. I mean, the point of DGen means you are taking a lot of risk. And if you're going to have a meme coin, there's just one simple thing that would make a meme coin go far, and that's the community. It's just community. Meme coins, don't look for utility with meme coins. Don't look for, adoption with meme coins. Just look for meme coins that has crazy community that are willing to shield the hell out of it, because there's no other way a meme coin can grow. And in addition to that, pick a meme coin that is actually a meme that people know, people recognize, and have fun with. So, based on all of that ridiculousness that I have. So, SSMU hypocrites, what's the meme coin that you're talking about? Well, my meme coin pick is going to be Wojak. Now, I think Wojak hits all of those criteria that I think that I've mentioned earlier. It's got a recognizable meme and a very active community that is, passionate and crazy about it. So I'm going to pick Wojak as my meme coin for my DGen portfolio. I think Wojak is an interesting one because it's one of the most recognizable meme on the internet, and it's sitting at $20 million in market cap. The nature of crypto, the nature of the crypto space will take meme coins to be extremely parabolic. And having this, I think Wojaks are so recognizable. Like I think there are more people that know Wojak than Pepe. So I think having Wojak in your DGen portfolio is actually a good play because it can just explode out of nowhere. Compared to Pepe, Wojak has a very low market cap of just 20 million. So this project's going to $1 billion. That's over a 50x from this point. I think Wojak has that potential and is a good sorry, it's a good meme coin in my opinion. So there are other meme coins that I think meet those criteria I was talking about. There's Lady, there's several others like Saudi Pepe and the likes. But I think Wojak has more long-term potential, and I think Wojak is definitely going to do well in the crypto space in the long term. It's not a meme that would die anytime soon. So in the next bull run, I really see Wojak easily eating 500 million to $1 billion in market cap. So, guys, forgive me for finally talking about a meme coin. I won't speak Pepe, but for a DGen portfolio, it makes sense to add a meme coin, and I think Wojak will do well. It's one of the most recognizable memes within the space. And One more thing I would like to say is, and I think I'm going to close my Wojak. Sorry, I said Wojak. I'm going to close my Degen portfolio there. For those of you who missed it, is LOKR. I think that's actually a high risk play that offers a lot of utility, because once people pick up on this utility, people pick up on this idea. This is a project that can do well, sitting at a market cap of less than 300k. I think this project is extremely undervalued. And the next one is Ninenko. That's a gaming project. Gaming projects for me, they are closer to meme coins, but offer more utility than meme coins. Ninenko is very good, good looking gameplay, active community, and a very low market cap. My issues with it is the um amount of whales in it. About two wallets have 7% in circulation, but it's still a good project nonetheless. After Ninenko, I covered CSIX, that's the Carbon browser. Now, Carbon browser is definitely an interesting one, a close competitor to Mask. They're doing a lot of things right. They've got an active community, a working product. The main issue is just 15% in circulation. That's not too good tokenomics, especially for the market cap. And that's why I added it to my Degen Play portfolio. After the Carbon browser, then we've got Hustle. Now, this is a project that I've actually covered, and I think it has a lot of potential. It's just not doing well price wise. Hustle has a market cap of about 320k and 28% in circulation, but is within a narrative that can blow anytime. The music industry and the Scott's metaverse is a good addition to it. The next one is Broccoli. Broccoli is a good low cap gem, about 720k market cap, not too far from his all-time low, about 167% up from its all-time low. But Broccoli its adoption gives good utility to the space, allowing the idea of going green be decentralized. I like Broccoli because of that. Then the final one is Wojak. Wojak is a meme coin that I think has potential. Is Personally, I'm holding Wojak. Full disclaimer: I bought $200 of Wojak at 0.0002, so I'm up about 50% on Wojak. But I don't care. I literally don't care about how up I am from Wojak. I just think Wojak is something play money. I put in $200 in it, and I don't really care what it's going to do for the next 2 or 3 years until I see some crazy news about it, about Wojak Millionaires. Then maybe I'll check it again. So Wojak is going to be my meme pick. And at $20 million in market cap, there's just so much room for growth with Wojak. And now I'm going to address some comments. Thank you all for watching my crazy meme coin portfolios. I'm going to address some comments now. And before I address the comments, the Crypto Gem Hunters, one of my personal channels, there's a lot of structuring and updates going on with the Crypto Gem Hunters. Guys, now is the best time to be in the crypto space. There's a lot of interesting things that are happening. And if you are going to be in the crypto space for the next bull run, you want to be in the right sectors. You want to get the right alphas, get the right gems, because in the bull run, that's where you're going to make life-changing gains. The crypto gem hunters are going to set you up for all of that. And on the 1st of June, there's going to be a big announcement. I'm not going to give any spoilers because I've gotten a lot of warnings from Seth and Archie not to give spoilers. But yeah, very big updates, very interesting. I think we're going to provide a lot of value, the best value in the entire crypto space on YouTube, and not just on YouTube, on our Telegram channels and all of that. So stay tuned to that. Be sure to be subscribed to the Crypto Gem Hunters channel if you haven't done so already. Check out the partners. Check out Crypto Archie, Crypto Grinds, Crypto Sets, Crypto Goals, and many others. And I think it's going to be quite interesting. So now I'm going to address the first comments that came up here today, and that's the real world asset narratives from Rusmita. What do I think about real world assets tokens, and what are my favorites from the high caps to the mid caps, small and degen caps? So regarding the reward asset narratives, I'm super bullish on it. I've been covering reward asset narratives for a very long time. I've made several videos about reward assets. You can check it out here about a month ago. So I think reward assets offer a lot of utility. The world is quickly becoming digital, and investments that were normally not available to people in certain parts of the world become easily accessible using real world assets crypto. The blockchain opens up that opportunity to people. And I think, there's a good justification on the blockchain. You need to be able to justify why a project is on the blockchain, not just the fact that, hey, it's decentralized. No, it should have a good use as to why people should not use the Web 2 but use the Web 3 alternative. So real world asset narratives, I think they are very useful. And my favorite projects within that space, I have two projects that I'm super bullish on. Both of them are low caps. The first one is Elify. Now I like Elify because it's within this narrative, like I said, is within the real world asset narrative. But Elify has a lot of evidence to show that they are actually have the properties that they are collateralizing. Now the approach to real world assets is to make sure is to tokenize properties on the blockchain, um, to tokenize real life properties on the blockchain, and then allow you to buy parts of it. So these properties, they people give it out as collateral, and they get the papers for it, and then you can earn interest by people who want to take loan on their properties that they've collateralized. And I think their approach to the real world asset narrative is quite interesting. So Elify is one of my favorite real world assets. I think these projects will do very well. And you can go to their site and you see they are active, their projects listed there right now, with their maturity dates, the addresses, and they're not just all talk. You can actually verify for yourself. You can actually see this paper. So this one is active right now. You can get 20% APR. There are projects that have actually closed up, and their loans have been repaid, and you see the property value and how much you can gain in terms of interest. So it's kind of like banking made easy using the blockchain, and you can own parts of property even without having to buy all of it. I think that's interesting, opening up these investment opportunities to people all around the world. There's no way on earth somebody like me from the Republic of Guinea can buy properties in South Korea or the United States. They're not even going to give me a visa as easily if I want to travel. So how would I be able to invest in properties there? Well, the blockchain is unbiased, it's borderless, and I like real world asset analysis for that. LFI being a good example. Now, the next one is one that I recently started talking about, and I even covered it in yesterday's video as one of my fresh gems, and that's the factor. Now, the factor is very interesting. It takes a different approach that is not like Elify. The factor has the approach of helping small to medium enterprises. Now, this project, even though it doesn't have the best tokenomics, it has an excellent idea. Now, a lot of small industries don't get the investment because everybody's looking for big industries to invest in. Elify bridges this gap. The gap between small industries and large ones is about 1.5 trillion US dollars. That's a very large gap. So Elify is bridging that gap, giving investment opportunities to people that would not normally have it, and opening up the markets to people that would not normally have that chance, people like me. And I think that's quite admirable. And I think this project has a lot of long-term potential, building on the big idea of reward asset tokenization. Elify is bridging the funding gap, helping small and medium enterprises to be able to get funding from people all around the world. So a good justification on the blockchain and a very good idea. The tokenomics, like I said, not the best, 26% in circulation, but it's got a low market cap, $3.3 million in market cap. So there's time for tokens to be released without inflation being too much of an issue. So I think the factor has a lot of long-term potential regarding the reward asset narrative. Which other one do I like? The two projects I mentioned the Degen cap. Both of them are practically Degen because they've got high risk with them. That's Elify and what did I just call now? The factor, yeah. Elify and the factor. For the low caps, I'm going to talk about for the local Labs Group. Yeah, Labs Group is actually pretty good because I always talk about the importance of marketing. Now, some of you might hate us now because you don't want to be crying every time with some football teams, but the fact that they were able to secure good partnerships is quite interesting. And Arsenal, Stainers, they've got integration with Morpheus Labs. I like the fact that they take their marketing very seriously. So Labs Group is another interesting reward asset narrative play, as well as there's this other one, Relio. Relio too is interesting because Relio is within this the Relio network. Relio is within these blockchain tools. That means they provide DeFi tools that investors can get started with. In fact, a lot of projects I've covered today have DGen plays with it. Why on earth does Relio have just 8% out in circulation? That's very high risk. So, well, in keeping of the theme of today's video, Relio is also going to be a DGen play. It's got that risk, about 800k in market cap. So low market cap, but within a good narrative, and it does it well. However, the amount in circulation is definitely something for you to be worried about. And guys, I'm going to add one more project that I really like, but I've never covered before on my channel. I've mentioned it just once, and that was in a live stream. But this is an AI project that can actually start earning you money, and they are partnered with European organizations. Now, this project is a DGen play also because of the tokenomics, but aside the tokenomics, everything about this project is good. The partnerships are so powerful now, and the potential for gain is actually 1,000x in my opinion. And what is this project? SSM, stop talking about stop leading us on and just give us. Let me just bring it up here for a short moment. Yeah, hold on. Okay, yeah, that project is Atlas Navi. Now, Atlas Navi is within within the AI sector. Now imagine Google Drive but with AI. And as you're driving and turning up your map, you get rewarded, you're getting paid. It's a drive to earn app. And I think the potential for this project is once it gets integrated to Google Maps, once it gets integrated with Google Drive, it can absolutely explode. And I think this project has a lot of potential. I think it's high risk, high reward. Atlas Navi is very interesting. The first ever drive to earn navigation app that uses AI and smartphone cameras to avoid traffic, all of that. And this is a project with interesting partnerships, with interesting support from the European Union. It's a project that is supported by the European Union Innovation Investment Fund. So, Atlas Navi is definitely a great high risk, high reward. The reason why I say it's high risk, the tokenomics are awful. 6% in circulation. That's not so good. However, the idea is good. People are literally earning money from Drive to Earn right now with Atlas Navi. So this is definitely a degen play with a lot of potential that I think is worth adding to your portfolio. Atlas Navi is a project I've been following for months now, looking for a good reason why I can tell people about it. And I think this is a good enough reason as a degen play. So their partnership, getting a grant from the European Union is quite impressive. And what they aim to do, making this drive to earn thing possible for people that are using it and making the app get better and better, training the I think it's quite impressive. So this is a project that can easily get adopted. And I think it has a lot of potential. So Atlas Navi, another good degen pick for you guys to pay attention to. And yes, actually, I've talked about the June 1st. I think there's a lot of exciting things coming for the crypto gem hunters, and I've told everybody to pay attention to that. It's Atlas Navi, my friend, not Asnas. ATLAMSNNAVI. So yeah, I think I'm going to stop there for now. I'm parched. I need a cup of water. Bro, take his SNS and record him. Call the FBI. Sorry, I'm going to talk about GLQ, even though I think a review on Edgar. Okay, let me take some more comments before calling it a day. Before calling it today, I'm going to address a few more comments regarding CSIS. I think I've covered that as well. GLQ, what's happening to GLQ? I'm not sure what exactly you mean, but I'm going to bring it up right now. GLQ, GraphLink. I will say I'm bullish on GLQ. I like the project. Regarding what's happening to it, well, yeah, the chart doesn't look good. 23% down. That's not really good to say at all. Well, the idea of JLQ is good. Regarding why, it's probably going to be people selling it off because the market is bearish right now. The chart isn't coming up, but I don't do technical analysis. I prefer to do sentiment analysis. What I will say based on GLQ's current price action, for people who have invested in it, yeah, it sucks seeing your investments go down by 25% in 24 hours. Not cool. However, I think this is a project that is good for the long-term hold. And for those of you who have not gotten exposure, this can be a good opportunity to get some exposure to this project. For those of you who haven't invested much, you can decide you want to increase your exposure. But if I'm buying GLQ, it's going to be for the long term. I think this project is unique. I think is going to aid adoption. Is provides a good integrated development environment, a no-code basis. Sorry, the chat isn't loading. A no-code environment to help people get started with the crypto space. I think that's bullish for the project. I think it's going to have a lot of long-term potential based on that. But the chart is not really good at all right now. But I think accumulating it now, don't worry too much about price sometimes. Check out this live of my where these shots of my where I was talking about just accumulating good projects. Once you if you can accumulate, I think you wouldn't worry too much because you're accumulating these projects for the long term. So I think GLQ's price action still has a lot of good long term potential, even though the price action is not too good. So I'm going to address the next comments now, and that's going to be wait after GLQ. What's that? I'm going to let me see, guys. Be careful. First of June spammers, bro. Take a snapshot and record them. Record their snapshots. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm going to stop the live stream there. I want to appreciate every single one of you for joining me here today. I've covered a lot of projects, a lot of I've covered a lot of DGM plays, a lot of low caps, micro caps, and I covered a meme coin as well, which is Wojak. Maybe I would cover a little bit more meme coin as DGM play, but without stupid risk that would end up being a rug pull. Because I don't want you guys to lose money. Thank you so much for joining me, Archie. Yeah, I remember these times as well. I appreciate every single one of you. Meme coin monkeys. Well, perhaps I'm going to do my research. You can join the free Telegram chat groups to have your discussions, and I'll share my thoughts with you. I appreciate every single one of you guys. June 1st, don't forget Crypto Gem Hunters, major updates, major announcements. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Stay safe and take care, guys. Love you.